it, guys. I'm gonna let some of this rock just in case some players get a fire cutscene that they may want to use. However, guys, sorry for the inconvenience. You know I don't even play with this organization like this. However, due to some family things that I had to handle, we had to postpone the time. And then, I don't know, man, the foul is starting to trip out on me. I guess the foul is tripping because I had to simulate all the way to about 2050. And we got some wacky things with the lineups and the jerseys at times when I load up these games. However, everything should be taken care of and we should be ready to go. SBA, can I get a hashtag can't stop greatness? I know that's a long hashtag, but just to let me know it's real and that you're here to support, can I get a hashtag can't stop greatness in the chat? And we're going to cut into this filler as well. Don't need all the filler. Back to make sure that these sliders are correct. Sliders are good. Camera angle right. And you can't stop greatness. The guys in the chat is letting you know right now. And now we have this matchup underway. It is about time, guys. I am excited as you guys are about this matchup. I've been fiending to get home, unravel, and call this game for you guys. I wanted to get through both, but I just know realistically with my daughter and my wife, I might not be able to get through both, so we're just going to keep it at one game for now. But Kennard Roden, after the tip-off, he's been the clean-cut leader of this team. Pulls up on a midi, no good. Keith with the board, and we're going the other way. Wendell Fields with the rock. He gets it to Jamal Giddy. Jamal Giddy surveying the floor. He led the league in assists. Big shout out to Jamal Giddy. Gets it to Therese McGrady. Therese missing that shot. Therese McGrady was a player that they picked up on a big trade. But party time here in Olympia as Patrick Vince, all-star out of Croatia, knocks down a three-pointer. And Patrick Vince almost picking the pocket of Jamal Giddy, but Wendell Fields with a clean look in Tyon. If you do not close out on Wendell, trust me, he is going to make you pay. Roden to Tyon. Purge to Watts. Watts on a jump shot, no good. Psycho T looking to show you in this matchup why he is the X factor of the year. But now we have Jamal Giddy working with those two big men. We know how Caldwell operates on that pick and pop, but almost a turnover on that one. Wendell Fields corrals it. 2 seconds left. He's going to have to put up a shot. Tyon with a good closeout. Rebounded by Roden. Good defense right there by Milano. Now Tyon with the rock. Let's see what Psycho T wants to do with it. Psycho T in a corner. He wants to get it to Roden. Roden with the mismatch. Wendell Fields on him and one. That is too easy, guys. Kennard Roden is going to score that on Wendell Fields 10 times out of 10 through the contact, smaller guy. And that's why Kennard Roden is the conference player of the year on this side of the bracket. I expect big things from Kennard Roden in this playoff series. He has been a true leader of this Milano team, and I do not see that stopping here against Hapoel Tel Aviv. The young Therese McGrady has a lot on his hands matched up against Roden for this 3-game series. Going to be very, very interesting to see how that matchup fares. Jamal Giddy with the rock. Giddy surveying the floor. He gets it to McGrady. Roden went for the steal, and McGrady making him pay. Todd Mack with the three-pointer. Nothing but net. Water. Pick and roll right there. Tyon and DJ Watts, but Jamal Giddy with the steal, and now Giddy surveying the floor. Nice pass. And he passes it back out. Giddy now. Giddy wants the screen. Giddy gets the screen from Keith. Passes it to Wendell Fields. And Fields with yet another three. 9-6 in favor of Hapoel Tel Aviv. Tyon, do you have an answer? The X Factor Player of the Year. Very early here in this third. Let's see who establishes that comfortability first. It is looking like Hapoel Tel Aviv, but it's still super early. Only 9-6, still a one-possession game. But let's see who can, draw that separation and get some comfortability with this lead. Wendell Fields, once again, another good look. Milano is going to have to stop giving Wendell Fields those looks. I'm telling you, he can be super dangerous when he has that much room. DJ Watts goes off the glass, but Keith with a good defensive effort. Patrick Vince with an even better defensive effort after bobbling a rebound. He put enough pressure on Jamal Giddey for Jamal Giddey to take that step back, and he was out of bounds. So the ball's going to stay on Milano's end. Good defense right there, and also a good rebounding effort from Watts and company. Off the inbound, Roden takes the mid-range shot, and it clinks off the back of the rim. Milano not really looking like themselves right now, if I'm being honest with myself. Milano starting off slow. Good defense by Tel Aviv right now, and I'm liking it. Nice move right there from Wendell, but that mid-range shot is off the mark. Big shout out to my guy Zanu Fenton for checking in. 7 viewers live. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hashtag our league. DJ Watts, offensive rebound, and finishes the job. DJ Watts, so competitive and such a force on the interior. Whenever you got a big man like DJ Watts on your team, you are comfortable. But Tyrese McGrady, love the play call right there by Hapoel Tel Aviv's coach to get McGrady going off a screen but towards the basket. I think that's a missing art of McGrady's game. He tries to work it outside in a lot, but I think that with his size, he would fare a lot better if he works his game inside out. Good ball movement by Olympia Milano. However, Patrick Vince off the mark from the corner with that one. Caldwell surveying the floor. Shady McGrady, I like it. Shady McGrady is definitely the nickname that we're going for Tyrese McGrady. That is fire. Stamp that. I didn't get to see who wrote that in the chat, but got to give somebody the credit. I seen Shady McGrady, and it's fire. Pessoa off the mark. Both teams really trying to figure each other out, but nothing doing here early. Caldwell. That wasn't Caldwell. Actually, it was Giddey to Wendell Fields in a corner, and that is another basket for Wendell Fields. If they let Wendell Fields catch fire, it is going to be a problem in the building. Tyon trying to go on Wendell. Wendell meeting him, but Tyon so resilient, and the X Factor of the year gets in the books with a dunk on that play. 10-14. Milano still struggling to find that offensive groove that we know that they can find, but let's give credit to Hapoel Tel Aviv, man, giving us some different looks here and working to get some good shots right now and executing just better than Milano. Nice move from Shady McGrady, and Shady McGrady the basket over Kennard Roden right there. Mobile one drive. Check this out. Nice hop step in the lane. Way to establish your dribble. Hop step. Get some space with that size and finish strong. Big shout out to my guy D'Angelo Cannon in the chat. High school top 30 MVP is in the building. Shady McGrady asking if he's back, because he's definitely looking a lot better in this matchup. Ever since Shady McGrady was traded to Hapoel Tel Aviv, I think he's taken a little while to find his strut. He was a 20-plus point scorer per game, but I think the change of scenery really, rattled him a bit. But a nice pass there, and DJ Watts is starting to, catch his flow now. He's trying to get this crowd into it. The crowd is finally starting to, feel with Olympia Milano is putting down. But let's see if Olympia Milano could get some consistency with some scoring and maybe get a lead here at home. DJ Watts turning up, trying to get his guys into it. But right now, his guys are down by 4. After the timeout, let's see if Milano can capitalize off of this little bit of momentum that they were able to get. Shout out to my guy Jamal Owens in the chat. Big shout out to all my staff members in the building. But a great timeout by Hapoel Tel Aviv's coach to slow Milano down. Milano look like they're starting to find their stride, and of course we all know how dangerous this team could be when they do find their stride. They went 10-1 on the season, and Jamal Giddey with a nice aggressive move, hop stepping in the lane and drawing the foul. Fields is going to pick up the foul. Jamal Giddey going to the line for 2. Let's see if Giddey can count his pennies. These pennies are super important, guys. These pennies are super duper important in a game like this. First free throw, good. Nothing but net. Swiss cheese. 17-12 in favor of Tel Aviv. Second free throw, Swiss cheese, nothing but net once again for Jamal Giddey. Milano going with a change of scenery here, making a few subs. Floater in the lane, off the mark. Good defense by Verney. Verney wants the three. Verney for three. It's good. In Hapoel Tel Aviv right now. What the upper hand against this Milano team. So Hapoel Tel Aviv looking like they're trying to put together an upset. This first quarter has been all Hapoel Tel Aviv. James with the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Fields. 10 seconds on the clock. Let's see what we have here. Fields off the screen from James. Wants the three. No good. And Hapoel Tel Aviv staying honest and getting another defensive stop here in this first quarter. Hapoel Tel Aviv has came to play in these playoffs. And Strickland shooting a three, but Patrick Vince, what are you doing? Party time. PV fouling Strickland on the three-point attempt. And now Strickland is going to the line for 3 free throws, guys. Whoa. Wow. Strickland shooting 3 free throws, guys. Not sure what the cameraman is doing. Not sure what the cameraman is doing here. But the first free throw is good. The foot cam was real, guys. First free throw was good, though. 10-point lead for Hapoel Tel Aviv. Second free throw is up and on its way, and it is good. Strickland counting his pennies. 2 of 3, third one on the way. 2 of 2, third one on the way. Let's see how he does. Third free throw is up, and it is good as well. Strickland took his time, knocked down all of his pennies, and he has his team up by 12 here in this matchup. Tyon is not happy what he's seeing right now. Three-pointer off the mark. Jamal Giddey bringing it up the floor. Giddey still in this game. Coach did not sub out his head playmaker. He kept Jamal Giddey in this entire first quarter. And that's going to be interesting to see how that fares. PV with the pass into James. Brad James with the slam. And let's see if Milano can start to wake up. They are shooting 32% from the field opposed to Hapoel Tel Aviv's 54. And I'm telling you right now, if they don't wake up, they are in trouble. Dean tries to throw the alley-oop, but Morris stealing it, and Strickland spin move on a break, gets it to Giddey. Giddey, two-hand slam, and Hapoel Tel Aviv has owned this first quarter, guys. They have completely owned this first quarter with 1:30 left here. Hapoel Tel Aviv has started this game by punching Olympia Milano in the mouth. Olympia Milano has only lost 1 game all season long, but PV deep 3 trying to stop the bleeding, just off the mark. But like I said, oh my God, alley-oop, and Strickland again. This Hapoel Tel Aviv team is just pouring it on here. They are completely just pouring it on. This is crazy. PV, step back, midi, off the mark. I don't like the shot selection right now from Olympia Milano just looking very lost right now. Brad James with a steal right there. Jamal Giddey's going to have to be, you know, a little better with the ball. Can't afford to turn it over, man. That's how you let Milano get back in this game. However, PV with another wild shot. But Brad James with yet another offensive rebound. Carney with the screen. Mid-range shot. Carney gets it to go. 12-point game once again. 20 seconds left. Hapoel Tel Aviv should just hold for the last shot. Going the other way. It looks like now Olympia Milano is starting to try to get something going. And as I say that, PV finally getting a three-pointer to go. And can I get those twos in the chat as Giddey places the ball on the ground to end the quarter? SBA twos in the chat, guys. We have a good game on our hands because Hapoel Tel Aviv has came to play. They don't even have home court advantage. But right now they are neck and neck with the champs. Well, not with the champs. Neck and neck with the 1 seed. The 10-1 Olympia Milano. Olympia Milano owned the regular season, only taking their sole loss to Virtus. However, in their first playoff matchup, Hapoel Tel Aviv has punched them right in the mouth. Dean thinks about taking a three-pointer. Elects to not take it, but now he pumps and takes the shot. What is going on? What is going on with Milano's offense? Why? This is the first time we've seen them look out of sorts like this. Credit to Hapoel Tel Aviv's defense, but Milano is just looking lost. Giddey, step back three. Good. 33-19. And boy, can I get some upset alerts in the chat. Let me get an upset alert comment in the chat if you are rocking with us. Because boy, is there a huge upset on the horizon. Kennard Roden with a mid-range shot to try to slow down this bleeding hair. Whoa. Giddey is going off right now. And the chat is excited about it. McGrady, nice move in the paint. Good defense though by Olympia Milano. Definitely got to work and maybe take your steps from further out. Shady McGrady with kind of a wild layup there. But the upset alert is on, fellas. The upset alert is on. Tyon pick and pop with Brad James. Brad James trying to extend his range. But ew. Brad James, if you're going to take that shot, you got to make that shot. Really haven't taken that shot all season long. Why are you trying to take it in the playoffs? Jamal Giddey pick and pop with Keith. Keith wants the three, and Keith knocks it down. Oh my God. Hapoel Tel Aviv has made 5 more threes than Milano in this first half. With 8 minutes left in this first half, we have a huge upset on the horizon. Psycho T with the rock. Psycho T looking to put a move on. Mid-range shot on the way, and the X factor of the year knocks it down. Olympia Milano is going to need a lot more of that, guys. They're going to need a lot more of that type of play from their users if they're going to want to win this game. Jamal Giddey lines up the mid-range shot off of the screen. But great defensive effort there from Dean and Tyon. Psycho T with it now. Psycho T slowing it down. Let's see what the X Factor of the year has for us. He gets it out to Dean. Dean wants the screen from Brad James. Dean for 3. Off of the screen from Brad. Good. And Dean, such a pivotal part of this Milano team. He really is the heart and soul of that bench unit. Dean has been playing terrific and consistent off the bench for Milano all year long, and definitely has helped them go on to 10-1 during the season. Nice tough move right there off the mark. Good defense by Milano. Now we're seeing Milano string together some stops and score, but let's see if they can do that with some consistency to get this win. Roden taking matters into his own hands to try to get his team back on track, and this is why he's been a clean-cut leader. Whenever they're out of sorts, losing their composure, Kennard Roden comes ready to play. free throws on the way from Roden. Great foul there. No easy baskets. This is the playoffs. We cannot allow any easy baskets. First free throw is up, and it's good for Kennard Roden. 9-point game. Let's see if he could trim this to an 8-point game and help his team continue to cut into this lead. Second free throw, good. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. 36-28 in favor of Milano. 10 viewers live. SBA, turn me up. Can I get a hashtag? Oh, Giddy with the rock off the screen. Behind the back, pulls it back now. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The defense is in help, but Jamal Giddy still tries to force it off the mark. But Carl Keefe with the rebound and finish. Way to clean up the mess right there. Seemed like Jamal Giddy had his mind set on that basket, but Keefe there to clean up his mess. Good defense right there from Keefe. Great defensive effort from Keefe. Keefe is such a good defensive big man, man. DJ Watts is a handful, but you got to give it to Keefe, man. He's been doing his thing to keep DJ Watts, you know, pretty quiet in this one. But I can't only give Keefe the credit, you know, Cole Caldwell, that 1-2 punch at the big between Cole Caldwell and Keefe has been a low-key, very dangerous tool for Hapoel Tel Aviv. But Kennard Roden, like I said, just beginning to take matters into his own hands, and that is the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kennard Roden with the Tomahawk Slam. Gotta love Roden's resiliency, man. As his team is down right now, he's going to try to do all he can to get them back, and they're going to need more of that, Roden. They're going to need more of that from their true leader, their true vet. As you can see, their coach is going at him right now, really letting them have it, talking to them. Look at Roden standing up, trying to figure it out. I'm loving this cutscene right now, guys. So that's the only reason why I'm not, clicking through it. This is the playoffs. Everything high intensity, man. I'm loving the cutscenes. I want you guys to be able to utilize some of these cutscenes for your content as well. I won't show all of the timeouts, but this is the SBA where hashtag anything is possible, man. You gotta love it. Hashtag our league, hashtag anything is possible. And like I said, man, I'm loving just some of these cut scenes, and I think it adds to some of this playoff atmosphere. So I'm going to let some of those go just so you guys could use it for content matters and things of that nature. And even me, I want to use some of those cut scenes for, you know, playoff things. I know you guys see what I've been doing with the reels and, you know, adding some highlights to, you know, our post-game content. So I like to do a lot of little things, man, you know, keep the content fresh and keep the content different from other simulation leagues. So a lot of detail goes into what we do. And off the inbound, Chad Keefe trying to have a poster. He tried to put somebody on a poster just now. Whoa. Chad Keefe going to the line for two. But I love the offensive philosophy that Hapoel has went with, man. Yes, they are shooting threes, but they're getting to the basket. I've seen some nice plays drawn up to get you know, Therese McGrady going to the basket. I've seen Jamal Giddy look very aggressive, and whenever you have the guy who leads the league in assists being aggressive, that's gonna open up things for your scorers, for your big men. And I just love the approach in the first half by Hapoel Tel Aviv. It's gonna be interesting to see if Hapoel Tel Aviv can hang on to this lead, though, because I know that Milano is just a well-oiled machine. They are a team who's faced adversity all season long and still came out 10-1. So don't count Milano out. I know that they're gonna have a run coming very soon. However, I do have to still credit Hapoel Tel Aviv for just, you know, putting on the first half that they was able to put on to this point. Good ball movement by Milano right now, but Hapoel Tel Aviv standing strong on defense again, forcing a tough shot. And that one is off the mark by Dean. Going the other way, Hapoel Tel Aviv with yet another good defensive effort. Jamal Giddey off the screen, Swiss cheese. And if you're going to go under that screen or get caught up by it and nobody's going to hedge, Jamal Giddey can make you pay. He led the league in assists, but trust me, he is no stranger to getting a bucket. Psycho T with it. He wants the ISO versus Wendell, and Psycho T now taking matters into his own hands, telling the crowd to settle down. I got this. 6 points on the night from Psycho T after that poster slam on Wendell Fields. Therese McGrady, deep three on the way. Late closeout from Roden, but an offensive rebound from Cole Caldwell. Almost picked away from DJ Watts. Love the effort, but Cole Caldwell able to retain it. Jamal Giddey comes off a screen for another three. Misses, but Cole Caldwell with another offensive rebound, but doesn't get the short shot to go. Milano moving it to the other side. Down 11. 4 minutes left. What does Milano have? Roden looks like he has another mismatch down there. Likes to go with the hook, but Jamal Giddey stands strong. That was a mismatch because Roden is a bit bigger, but Jamal Giddey showing a good defensive effort there, altering the shot just enough to make Roden uncomfortable for a miss. McGrady with it. McGrady trying to get in the lane. Dean guarding him. Mid-range shot, a decent look. But I want to see you go to the basket on that one, Shady. Roden now taking matters into his hands, and he is fouled. Once again, the safety blanket and the leader, Kennard Roden, rallying the troops and getting another trip to the line to try to calm down his team, get them composed, and trim this lead. First free throw is good, 43-33. 11 viewers live. The SBA community has been turning me up. Yes, sir. I love my community, man. My community shows up and show out, and we're only getting bigger, badder, and better, man. That's all we about here. Fastest growing simulation basketball league there is out there. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit us up on Instagram at SBA.2K, man. We're killing it on all platforms. We're growing and flowing. You don't want to miss anything. So be sure to, man, give us a follow, man. Give us a subscribe. Check us out. Ask some questions. Leave a comment on the YouTube. Join our Discord community, because trust me, there's no community like the Simulation Basketball Association. Giddey with a rebound. Giddey playing the whole game for sure. He's definitely going to need a break, or who knows, maybe he's Iron Man out there. Hood with the offensive rebound, and Hood is fouled. He's going to the line for two. I'm telling you right now, this Hapoel Tel Aviv team came to play. They are offensive rebounding. They are defending tremendously. And right now, even though Milano has gotten it together a bit on the offensive end, they are still having a lot of trouble with Hapoel Tel Aviv in this matchup. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. JT, second free throw off the mark. Hood not able to count both of his pennies, but he did give his team a 10-point lead with 2:42 left in this first half. Back to Kennard Roden, the true leader of this team, and why not give it to him when you need to get back in this game? Roden to Dean. Three-pointer, Roden to carry, pardon me, and the three-pointer is good. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. And I'm telling you, when this Milano team is down and out, they go to their guy. They go to Kennard Roden, whether it's playmaking or scoring from him, they go right to him. And Jamal Giddey, this kid has played the entire first half. He is sweating out there. He is tired, but he is doing all he can to keep Hapoel Tel Aviv alive. Wow, I can't believe this. Jamal Giddey fighting through the fatigue. His coach has not subbed him out because he knows he needs him. And Jamal Giddey is showing up. Jamal Giddey finally going to the bench for a well-deserved rest here with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Wow. Gotta take my hat off and tip my hat for Jamal Giddey, man. He did all he can in this first half to keep the lead for Hapoel Tel Aviv. But Kennard Roden starting to activate. 13 points on 50% shooting from the field for Roden in this first half. And the true leader of Milano is really starting to activate, man. You definitely get dangerous when you get Roden going. And I think Roden is seeing red right now. Nice pass from Roden to Carney again for the basket. And now Kennard Roden has either scored or assisted on the last 4 baskets for Olympia Milano. Verney for 3. And it is good. Oh my God. And that actually was not Verney. Didn't get to see the name there. So pardon me, but Hapoel Tel Aviv keeping it. Carney with an and one to match the effort. And now, like I said, guys, we are having a bit of a back and forth. Milano is finally starting to find their groove. Carney with the and one. However, can they stop Hapoel Tel Aviv at full strength? Yes, they are finding their groove. But can they put some stops together against Hapoel Tel Aviv? Let's see. Another drawn foul. And Verney's going to the line for 2. This Hapoel Tel Aviv team is doing everything right now. This Hapoel Tel Aviv team is doing everything in their power right now to keep applying pressure and extend this lead and just hold on to this lead. They are holding on to this lead for dear life right now, guys. First free throw is on its way. Swiss cheese, nothing but net for Verney. 51-44. 7-point game for Hapoel. 7-point lead for Hapoel Tel Aviv. Second free throw, no good. Hapoel Tel Aviv has done a good job of counting their pennies. However, Olympia has not missed one. So that's something to watch because we all know how valuable pennies could be down the line, especially in a tough playoff matchup like this. Good defense by Milano. PV with the effort, getting the steal there. Step back 3, party time, off the mark, but Kennard Roden with the offensive rebound, pass to the corner. And I'm telling you guys, Kennard Roden is the true safety blanket of this team. Look how he's just bailing them out left and right. Brad James with the good effort on that one, but Hapoel Tel Aviv is still gonna get the possession as it was out of bounds on Brad James. Great hustle, great effort, but with 13 seconds left, Hapoel Tel Aviv can hold for the last shot. Verney to the paint, and Tyon Nickerson picks up a foul. Smart head-up play by Verney, just attacking. Knew how much time was left on the clock, sped it up, caught Milano off guard. A little bit of a miscommunication. Tyon had the foul. And now Verney going to the line for 2 again to extend this lead. He can extend this lead to 9 points. And once again, man, just Hapoel Tel Aviv just being so chippy. Just being tough and grinding out this first half. Grinding it out, really making it hard for Milano. And that has been the difference here. 52-44. Hapoel Tel Aviv has controlled the entire first half against the 1 seed Olympia Milano. Second free throw for Verney is up, and it is good. 2 for 2 from the penny counter. Kennard Roden with the rock. 5 seconds left. Roden pull up 3 at the buzzer, off the mark. Brad James gets the rebound, put back, but no good. Brad James with such a good effort got the offensive rebound, but not enough on the finish. And we are going to have time here in this Overseas Tour 1 playoff matchup. let me know what you guys see out of that first half. If you ask me, Hapoel Tel Aviv's defense and rebounding was the sole reason for why they are up and why they controlled this first half. That is the sole reason. Hold up. Give me 1 second, guys. What's up, Mama? I'm on air, baby. I'm literally what's up, y'all back? Hey, Mama. Mama. Yes, Mommy back. Harlow back. I'm so happy that y'all back. Yes, Mama. I'll let Daddy get back to calling this game. Appreciate you guys for the little timeout. My baby is home. Thank you, Mama. You bought me food. My baby is home and she's letting me know that she bought me food and that she is back. It's already done? Thank you. Let me kiss. Mwah. Say SBA.
It's your way.
Yeah, say SBA community. Appreciate you guys, but baby Harlow is in the building. This is our league, so we do things how we want. Maybe some leagues think that was unprofessional, but we a family here, man. The guys know Harlow. She is actually the boss. She's actually the founder of this league, so definitely want to show her some love. She's only 2 years old, but has her own esports basketball league. Gotta love it. But back to the action. Jamal Giddey with the rock. Giddey to McGrady. McGrady to Fields. Fields wants a three. Tyon closing out, but Wendell Fields knocking down the tough three-pointer. And here we go again. Is this going to be another half owned by Hapoel Tel Aviv? And can they pull off the upset? Three-pointer off the mark from Psycho T. Trying to answer Wendell back. Now Wendell being aggressive, but DJ Watts with the block. And Wendell being overly aggressive as he's blocked by DJ Watts twice. Little guy trying to screw in the light bulb, and DJ Watts was not having any of it. DJ Watts mid-range shot, Swiss cheese, nothing but net. And DJ Watts has been working on that shot. He has been in the lab working on that mid-range shot, guys. And I'm telling you guys, pay attention to that as this game develops in the second half. Giddey with the rock. Giddey gets it to McGrady. Shady McGrady now. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. What do you have? He gets it to Giddey. Good defense by PV. Party time with the effort. But Cole Caldwell with the offensive rebound. And Hapoel Tel Aviv back up by 12. If Milano doesn't figure something out with Chad Keefe and Cole Caldwell in these rebounds, I'm telling you right now, they are going to be upset in this matchup. Caldwell intercepts the alley-oop, and now Tel Aviv is on the break. Tel Aviv slowing it down, gets it to Jamal Giddey. Jamal Giddey surveying the floor. Giddey is the man over here. Wendell, mid-range look off the pass from Giddey. Giddey, of course, the assist leader here in the overseas tour, but Wendell does not cash the check on that one. Roden with a tough layup on the interior, just off the mark. Rebounded by Shady McGrady. Shady McGrady going the other way. Gets it to Wendell Fields. Wendell looking to work on Tyon. Gets it back to Shady McGrady. McGrady trying to break down Roden. McGrady trying to go to the hole now. Roden with the good defense, though. McGrady elects to go for the leaning midi. Good look, but even better defense by my man from the motherland, Kennard Roden. Kennard Roden now with it. He's surveying the floor. He wants to screen from Psycho T, and Roden, Swiss cheese, nothing but net off the screen from Psycho T, knocking down the three. This Milano crowd is now into it. 49-58. Hapoel Tel Aviv needs a timeout, and I think that shot was exactly what Milano needed headed into this second half, man. That's exactly what they needed, because if they let Hapoel Tel Aviv stick around with that lead, I'm telling you now, we're going to have an upset on our hands. And because the first round is only a best-of-3 game series, you cannot afford to slip any games. 2 games, 2 wins, and you move on. 2 losses, and you're out of here. Wendell Fields with the rock. Fields to McGrady. McGrady surveying the floor. He wants the screen from Keith. McGrady, pick and pop. Keith in the corner. Keith tries to put it up. Good defense right there from DJ Watts and a good rebounding effort from Kennard Roden. Roden trying to make sure the offensive rebound thing is nipped in the bud. And this is why I like Roden, man. And whatever his team needs him to do, he's going to help and start stepping up. Now Milano is hot. Hopefully they can take advantage of this. Another three off the screen from Roden. And here goes my man from the motherland, Kennard Roden, with another big-time three. Big-time players step up in big-time moments. And here in the second half, Kennard Roden is alive, ladies and gentlemen. He is alive and ready to bring it home for his team. Jamal Giddey off of the screen. Wild shot. Ew. PV with the rock. Is it party time? Party time to Roden. Roden, hesitation, mid-range. No good. If Roden would have knocked that down, this Milano crowd would have went insane. I'm telling you. You guys may not be able to hear it, but the crowd noise is ridiculous. This crowd is starting to wake up, but as they start to wake up, Shady McGrady silencing them with that shot from the top of the key. Gotta love the effort from Shady McGrady. And now Hapoel Tel Aviv is ringing, but party time! Patrick Vince, the young shooting guard out of Croatia, with a three-pointer from the locker room. Whoa! Huge shot right there from PV. Wendell Fields now on the interior. Wants a little fadeaway. I don't like the shot, but I like the rebound from Keith. Keith couldn't finish, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back now. And I'm telling you guys, man, them offensive boards are a killer. Keith has been doing his thing. Him and Cole Caldwell are not coming to play. Nice move from Roden. But now Hapoel Tel Aviv is starting to send some help when Roden goes to the hole, and he might have to start giving it up. He might have to start giving it up. I know Roden is trying to do all he can, but Hapoel Tel Aviv is starting to adjust. And Shady McGrady trying to give Roden a taste of his own medicine, taking him to the hole off the mark. But as he is fouled, he will go to the line for two. Let's see if Shady McGrady can, trim the gap and count his pennies. Shout out to my guys in the chat. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This is the Simulation Basketball Association, and it is your boy Kamish Moolah here live in the building. Yes, sir. Both teams going with a new look to get those starters some rest, so that way they'll be ready to go in the fourth quarter. Can't be mad at that. Carl Keith with the good effort here tonight. And he's going to get a well-deserved rest before this fourth quarter, because they're going to need those offensive rebounds and that tough interior defense from him in the fourth quarter. 64-55. Milano still within striking distance, but they're going to have to start putting something together. For the sake of morale, they got to start putting something together, because just to be honest, they've had their moments, but Hapoel Tel Aviv has truly, truly controlled this game. Let me get a hashtag round one. Follow up my guy Eric Ashley in the chat with the hashtag round ones. Big shout out to my guy Ash for always keeping the chat going. He's like the chat coordinator. He's like the chat director. A legal screen from Dean. And you cannot afford to have these brain lapses, man, in an important game like this, especially in the second half. 4:30 left in the fourth quarter. Jamal Giddey with the rock. Giddey. Looks like they're trying to set up a play for Therese McGrady. Shady McGrady, mid-range look, good look, Swiss cheese, nothing but net. And I love it. I love the offensive philosophy. Like I said earlier, I like the offensive philosophy and game plan that Hapoel Tel Aviv has went with in this one. They are not chucking up threes like we are used to seeing. They are working to get good looks from their users. But DJ Watts answering back with a mid-range shot of his own. I told you guys to watch out for that mid-range shot from DJ Watts. He's been working on that. And DJ Watts, I think DJ Watts has to you know, maybe Milano should go to DJ Watts a little more. I know that Chad Keefe and Codwell has been playing tough, but DJ Watts is, you know, he's shooting 50% right now. Try to get your big man more involved. Maybe try to get him with some mismatches off the screen or something. But DJ Watts is looking good right now, man. Let's see if Milano could capitalize off of his efforts. That shot off the mark from Dean, and Tel Aviv coming back down. Almost a tough 3 knockdown right there from Wendell Fields, and that would have been, whew. Milano dodging a bullet right there, man. They're already down 11. Don't want to give Hapoel Tel Aviv any more momentum while you're down 11. Good pick and roll right there. Forced a mismatch. And now, free throws on the way from Brad James. Good effort right there from Tyon Nickerson. Using the screen properly. And just forcing just enough of a miscommunication for the defense to get Brad James, you know, a good look going to the basket, forcing the defense to foul him. So let's see if Brad James can count his pennies. Second free throw is on its way from him, and it is no good. Still a 10-point lead for Hapoel Tel Aviv. You got to count those pennies when you're down, man. Super important, because look, Strickland. What a beautiful layup in that lane. God. That was pretty. That was very pretty. And like I said, I just love the offensive, you know, game plan. They look right after that basket, they come back and get a good look on their own, just forcing it in the interior, making, you know, Milano collapse. And then soon, that's gonna activate some shooting opportunities for Wendell Fields, Giddey, and Therese McGrady. So I'm definitely paying attention to what's going on, and I love the effort of Hapoel Tel Aviv in this one. Bernie off of a good look from the screen. No good though. Brad James with the rebound. He gets it out to Dean. Dean going to the hole. Dean floater. And Dean struggling. Dean is getting good looks, but Damian Dean is not finishing right now. However, Dean has been playing some great minutes for Milano all season long. Tonight is just not his night, and this is the wrong night for it to not be his night. And PV with a turnover in transition right there. As I was saying, it is not Dean's night. PV has been a bit quiet as well. Verney now with the rock. Verney surveying the floor. Verney wants the screen. Verney has knocked down one off the screen before. Can he get that one to go? And he does. 15-6 run in the last 8 minutes for Hapoel Tel Aviv. And what is going on with Milano right now? Dean with another shot off the mark, but Brad James knocked it down. Dean is getting the looks he wants, however, he's not finishing. Hapoel Tel Aviv is playing Dean right now, how guys play Ben Simmons and other teams play Russell Westbrook. They are begging Dean to shoot the ball right now, and he's continuing to shoot it because he can be a threat. However, right now it's just not working out. Fields tried to shoot a three-pointer right there off the pass from Psycho T, but it's off the mark, and Verney gets an open look in the corner. No good. Oh my God. That would have been insane. Dean, another wild three. I don't like that one. Not in transition, Dean. Dean did do a good move to get separation, but I do not like that shot. If you are hot, I like that shot because the little move did move the defender back. But because you are cold, I don't like that shot, Dean. Damian Dean is, man, he's going to see the bench real soon playing like that. 38 seconds left in this third quarter, and Hapoel has still owned it, up 13 right now. Patrick Vince in transition. Patrick Vince slows it down. PV gets it to Tyon. Tyon for three, and Psycho T knocks it down to bring his team within 10. And that is why he is the X Factor of the year. Can he be an X Factor and help his team get this win here? Because they're going to need every bit of help they can to get this lead back and stop this upset. Right now, Olympia Milano is on a big-time upset alert at home. At home, ladies and gentlemen. Step back. Shot for Tyon off the mark. And let me see those fours in the chat. SBA. Fours in the chat. Also, hit that like button if you haven't already. This is the Simulation Basketball Association, fastest growing basketball simulation league there is out there. Be sure to follow us on IG at SBA.2K, where anything is possible. Had to throw that little slogan in there. You know how we rocking. Can't spell simulation without your boy Moolah. And they got me in the booth for this big time OT1 round 1 playoff matchup. Kennard Roden, what a good look, but that is off the mark. But DJ Watts, I told you guys, get him more involved, and look at him saving them right there with that offensive rebound and that finish. Down 8 right now. Can Milano get something together in this 4th quarter? Nice move from Therese McGrady. Off the mark, though. Rebounded by Patrick Vince off of the tip from DJ Watts. PV with the rock. PV, what do you got? Party time. Pass it to Roden. Roden gets his man in the air. Goes. Kennard Roden with a chance to trim this lead by even more if he can knock down his pennies.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is up and it is good. 66-73. Second free throw up and good. 67-73. Here we go as we get to the home stretch. Let's see if Milano could trim this lead, or let's see. Nice steal from Party Time. Party Time on the break, and great foul by Shady McGrady. Great hard foul because Patrick Vince was about to have a party on that break. Party Time PV, man, with the pickpocket, and that's why PV is so dangerous. He's a two-way player, so he really can, you know, do it all. He can defend. He's a lights-out shooter. Inconsistent at times, but definitely a two-way player. You gotta love Party Time, but Party Time not knocking down his pennies in a playoff matchup with so much importance on the line and so much on the line. PV, you cannot miss your free throws, man. Count your pennies. If you haven't already, follow us on IG at SBA.2K. This is the Simulation Basketball Association, the fastest growing simulation basketball league there is out there. We have 100 plus users at this point, and we're just growing and flowing, man. If you want to get in tune with our community, our Discord, be sure to tune in and hit us with a comment letting us know you want to get in tune. Strickland with the mid-range shot. Swiss cheese. 68-75 in favor of Hapoel Tel Aviv, and this playoff matchup has been a doozy. Kennard Roden with the three off the mark. Cole Caldwell with the rebound. And let's see if Hapoel Tel Aviv has what it takes. Big shout out to Kadavian Polk checking in the chat. College series guy. He is a shooting guard / point guard for the University of Miami. You do know that we are moving to a HBCU-based league after this season. PV, Party Time from damn near half court. Whoa. Pardon my language, guys, but that shot was incredible. PV with the limitless range. Oh, my God, and almost a steal right there. Almost picked McGrady clean. However, McGrady retains possession, but Wendell Fields going to have to take a wild shot. But Wendell Fields answering with a huge three of his own. Whoa. Is this game going to become a shootout? It was a bit defensive early on, but with some big shots from the users here, I think we have a shootout on our hands in this fourth quarter. DJ Watts imposing his will in the paint and slamming it home. I told you guys, DJ Watts is who this team needs to play through if they want to trim this lead properly. Take your time, work inside out through your big man, and play defense. Right on key. Party Time. Patrick Vince with the steal. Spin in the lane. PV is fouled. This Milano crowd is into it, and their team is coming back 73-78. Hapoel Tel Aviv still has a lead, but a very slim one as we start to trim the minutes of this fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 3 seconds left. Patrick Vince is at the line with a chance to make this a 3-point game. Hopefully PV can count his pennies. Can I get a hashtag OT1 in the chat? Free throw is up and off the mark. PV cannot make this a 3-point game. But as it is a 4-point game, Wendell Field drops Tyon and hits the 3. Oh my God, what a highlight. He just put Psycho T on the ground and knocked down that 3-pointer. Whoa, Wendell Fields. Oh my God. Good shot right there from Kennard Roden to answer back. Way to have your brothers back, because boy did Psycho T get put on the ground. Whoa. Coach might have called the timeout. They got to check on Tyon's ankles, man. He got to go collect them ankles after that one. Whew. What a move right there from Wendell Fields. A nice little hezzy in and out. Just drop Psycho T. Whew. What a move. My guy Psycho T is just laughing in the chat. He's had his share of ankle breakers, so he gave a few ankle breakers out, so hopefully he can take his well. Because boy, was that a move. Jamal Giddey up the screen. Pick and pop with Caldwell, excuse me guys. Fields now. Fields wants the screen. Fields with the mid-range shot, but blocked. Great hedge right there from DJ Watts to meet Fields right after. And nice pass from Kennard Roden to PV on the cut. It is party time in Olympia, Milano, as Milano has trimmed the lead all the way down to 3. Milano has came all the way back, and now the crowd is roaring. Defense. 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 Whoa. Keith on the inbound. Can Hapoel Tel Aviv survive this comeback effort? Can Hapoel Tel Aviv survive this comeback effort and continue this upset? Shady McGrady with a huge shot there. 15 points on 6 of 13 shooting for Shady McGrady. And I think it's safe to say that the young man is working his way back and finding his footing with this Hapoel Tel Aviv unit. Roden gets it to Pessoa. Pessoa to DJ Watts. And I told you guys, they need to work through DJ Watts. And as they listen to me, DJ Watts with yet another basket, and he is ringing. He is ringing. He is hot with the post scorer. And woo, Pessoa picks up the foul. Good move right there from Giddey. Nice, tough, aggressive move from Jamal Giddey to draw the foul there. If you haven't already, if you're just tuning in or you're new here, this is the Simulation Basketball Association, man. If you want to keep up with us, be sure to follow us on IG at SBA.2K. We are the fastest growing simulation league out there. This is our first season as a sim league. This is our first season, guys, but we are definitely here to stay. Only 4 months in, and we have grown tremendously. So if you want to be a part of this, be sure to leave a comment in a live chat or leave a comment on any of our videos letting us know that you would like to be a part of our series. You start off in high school and then you control your journey. You can go to the pros, overseas, college, you name it. You make the decisions for your player here in the SBA, where hashtag anything is possible. PV from deep again. That one is not going to go. 5-point lead for Hapoel Tel Aviv. PV feeling himself, but I'm not sure if his team is going to need that moving forward. But good defense from Patrick Vince. Getting his hand on the ball and getting that one out of bounds. If you're new here, also don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're tuned in with us, we have high school, college, overseas, and a pro series So if you don't want to miss any action, keep them notifications on and leave a subscribe. Tyon Nickerson with the rock. 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. Almost a 4-minute warning. Kennard rode in through the lane, but a very, very, very hard foul from Cole Codwell. Cole Codwell, that was a tough foul. I'm surprised they didn't call a flagrant there, man. Glad that our refs is not like the NBA refs trying to look over everything, because that one would have definitely been a flagrant. But can Roden knock down a free throw? No. Roden misses the first free throw. You gotta count your pennies, man, in the playoffs. Gotta count the pennies in the playoffs, man. Gotta count the pennies in the playoffs, man. Jamal Giddey looking to ISO against PV. Giddey with a nice pass on the interior to Codwell. Codwell, though, rethinks it. Doesn't want to take it. Codwell pick and pop. He likes that shot better, and he can hit off the mark. Codwell, you got to hit that. That would have been big to give y'all the lead. Right now, Codwell is 1 for 4 in this game, but we know if he wakes up, trust me, things can get dangerous. Codwell is a pivotal piece to this Hapoel Tel Aviv unit. PV, party time. Patrick Vince off the screen. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. The guard out of Croatia showing us how they give it up. And now Olympia Milano's crowd is turned up as their team is within one. Good defense from DJ Watson. Kennard Roden out to PV on the break. Deep three. No good. PV so aggressive from that three-point line. Sometimes to a fault. I think he should have went to the hole on that one, but he didn't. And now Giddey making him pay with the mid-range shot. Jamal Giddey with 21 points on the night. 21 points for Jamal Giddey. He's doing all he can to give his team the lead. Kennard Roden, my man from the motherland. 26 points for Roden tonight. And I know that this Milano team is going to want to ride his efforts to the end of this game. Keith with the offensive board. DJ Watts trying to dive for the long rebound, but Keith catches it, sets his feet, and knocks down the beautiful mid-range shot. Gotta love the effort from DJ Watts right there. Just slightly out of reach, man. Just a bit out of reach. PV looking to work on Jamal Giddey. PV, oh my God. Sent Giddey flying with that half spin. But the defensive effort was just enough as PV missed the mid-range shot, and his team is still down 3. Giddey now off the screen. Giddey to Keith. Keith pick and pop. Keith got a good look, but off the mark. Got a good look, but off the mark. Milano with another chance. Pessoa looking to get aggressive, but rethinks it. They want to get it to Roden now. They're getting it to Roden. He's hot. Pessoa down to DJ. Okay, they want to go to Watts. That is a smart decision to go to Watts. And Watts picks up the foul. I told you guys, if you go to DJ Watts, play inside out, DJ Watts will make things happen for you. You have to get DJ Watts involved. This guy is the highest overall on the team. He's the highest overall on the team. He is, one of the most committed guys, Patreon guys, always in the gym, always working on his game, stacking his points. You gotta get him involved, man. You have to. Knocks down the first free throw, making this a 2-point game. Can he make this a 1-point game by knocking down his free throws? Milano has left some points at the line, but they cannot afford to leave anymore as we are at the 2-minute warning of this game. Second free throw, Swiss cheese, nothing but net for DJ Watts. And that man Watts, man, I'm telling you, you got to get him the ball. You got to get Watts the ball, man. You got to get Watts the ball. Timeout. After this timeout here, 2 minutes left. 15 viewers live. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This is the Simulation Basketball Association, and this is the round 1 of the Overseas Tour 1 playoffs. This is our first season as a league, but we do have high school, college, overseas, and pros. This is our overseas portion of the league. We've already finished our college. High school is on the way after overseas, and then we will have our pros. Giddy knifing through the defense, finger roll through the lane. Timeout, Milano. Milano's gonna need that timeout, man. They just let Jamal Giddy skip right through the lane for the finger roll. And they cannot allow that. You cannot allow that in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes. You cannot allow that to happen. That is too easy. That is too easy, man. Tyon is classless. Tyon has no class. If I was his teammates, I would freaking protest. I would tell coach I'm not playing with him on the court. This guy is mid-game telling his teammates they suck. And Kennard Roden once again with a clutch basket to bring his team within 1. Tyon is telling his team they suck when it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Classless point guard, man. Classless point guard. It's truly classless from Tyon. But you know, that's why we call him Psycho T. And Tyrese McGrady. Shady McGrady with a beautiful floater in the clutch to give his team a 3-point lead. Once again, Psycho T with the alley-oop to Kennard Roden from the motherland. Whoa. Great pass from the X-Factor, Tyon Nickerson. And Roden is just carrying. If anybody should be upset, it should be Roden. Not Tyon, but Jamal Giddy. Oh my God. Jamal Giddy, the assist leader with the and 1. Whoa. Jamal Giddy is nasty. I'm stamping it. This kid is going to definitely hear his name called pretty early. Definitely gonna see his name called pretty early in the SBA draft. This kid led the league in assists. Excuse me. He can also shoot the ball and then super clutch right there. However, he misses the free throw. Oh my God, how do you miss that free throw? But Psycho T with a quick shot off the mark. I don't know about that shot from Tyon. Tyon might have just blew it. Tyon with the quick shot. Good defense by Tyon. Tyon made up for it with that stop. Oh my God, Tyon needed that stop. PV has to hit it, and PV, party time, hits the 3 with 42 seconds left. Oh my God, Tyon made up for it with the defensive effort. And then the pass to PV in the corner. And party time, Patrick Vince with the biggest 3 of his career yet. Jamal Giddy, mid-range look. PV with the good defense. Milano with a chance to take the lead with 30 seconds left. Roden with a 3-pointer off the mark. Kennard Roden went for the win and missed. But Jamal Giddy taking it the other way. In transition, he is fouled. Oh my God. 95-95. 18 seconds left. And Jamal Giddy is at the line for 2. You could not have written this script any better, guys. You could not have written this script any better. 16 viewers live. Hit that like button if you haven't already. This is an instant classic. I need you guys to drop this game into the SBA Instant Classics tab in the Discord ASAP. Jamal Giddy knocks down the first free throw with 18 seconds left. He missed the free throw earlier after that and 1 a couple plays ago. Can he knock down both of these to extend the lead to 2? Yes, he does. And Milano is going to take their final timeout with 18 seconds left. 18 seconds on the clock, and Milano using their final timeout to draw up a play. This could be the game. This could be the game. Do y'all think Milano goes for a quick shot, or does Milano hold for the last shot? Talk to me, SBA community. Should Milano elect to go with a quick maybe layup, or do they hold and take the last shot? Talk to me. Talk to me. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, subscribe if you're new here. This is the Simulation Basketball Association. To keep up with all things in the league, drop a comment to get in our Discord or follow us on IG at SBA.2K. This is the SBA where anything is possible. After the timeout, Mike Simmons saying we could see a walk-off shot. We know that Mike Simmons knocked down that big-time 3 over Jerry Killings to give Virtus a 1-0 lead in the other series. Let's see what type of finish we have in store for us here as Milano. Kennard Rhoden's going to hold for the last shot. The crowd is on their feet. Everybody in the arena is on their feet. Tyon comes around. 4, 3, Rhoden off the screen. He goes for the win, and he misses. Kennard Rhoden went for the win. Instead of going for the 2, Rhoden went for the win, and he misses. Got a good look, but missed. He tried to pull a Mike Simmons, but Kennard Rhoden, he did it all to get his team back, but could not close the show. And Hapoel Tel Aviv is going to go up 1 in this series. What an upset win. The series is not over, but what an advantage. And big shout out to Jamal Giddey, user for Hapoel Tel Aviv, coming away with the victory here and the player of the game. What a night for Jamal Giddey. Hapoel Tel Aviv up 1-0. What a game. What a night for Mr. Giddey and company. Gotta love it, SBA community. Can I get a hashtag HTA? Hashtag HTA in the chat for Hapoel Tel Aviv. Jamal Giddey with a, oh my God, this is superstar effort right here. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 9 for 22 from the field, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 6 of 7 from the penny counter. And you gotta love the effort from Jamal Giddey. Let's see how many points he was responsible for. Responsible for 44 points, man. That's why this kid led the league in assists. He's a true playmaker, but he is no stranger to getting buckets, like I told you. And he had a big-time matchup tonight. Whoa, Jamal Giddey really showing up big for his guys. Wendell Fields, 18 points on 18 shots with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 for 18, 6 for 10 from the three-point line. Though 60% from the three-point line is amazing. Super amazing. So didn't shoot that well from the field. From the three-point line, he got it going. And, Wendell Fields is a smaller guy, so that makes sense. It's going to be hard for him to get those shots in the paint against, DJ Watts and company. But at the three-point line, boy, did he do his job. Therese McGrady, 17 points, 2 assists, 1 turnover on the night, and Therese McGrady is finding his stride with Hapoel Tel Aviv at a very dangerous time. I'm telling you guys right now, if Therese McGrady can catch his stride during this playoffs, Hapoel Tel Aviv can win the chip. Yes, you heard me say it. Hapoel Tel Aviv can go all the way if Therese McGrady and the rest of these users of Hapoel Tel Aviv play like this on a nightly basis and get it together. Carl Keefe, another big-time effort to get his team the biggest win of the season against Milano to go up 1 in this series. 11 points for Carl Keefe, 19 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 4 for 7, and 1 for 1 from the three-point line. Perfect from the penny counter, 2 for 2. And like I said, man, Carl Keefe, if Carl Keefe, Caldwell, and the rest of the starting unit of HTA is playing like this, trust me, guys, they are very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous, man. Let me get these stats for my guy Olin. Shout out to my stat guys. We got them moved over to My Stats Online, which should be a lot easier. And then also you guys can keep up with the stats a lot better. This is the Simulation Basketball Association for all the new viewers just tuning in. It's your boy Kamish Moolah. We are the fastest growing simulation league there is out there. We are in our first season, guys, but trust me, things are heating up very, very quickly. We have 100 plus user members in this league. Tell your story today. Join today and tell your story. These are user players. Everything is AI controlled. So nobody's playing. You come in, fill out the application, and tell us your story, man. We have a dope community, a very committed community. And if you would like to be a part of that, drop a comment in the live chat or drop a comment on one of our videos, just letting us know that you're interested, and we'll get back to you. Also, follow us on IG at SBA.2K to check out all of our content. We drop a ton of content on there, highlights, scores, news, all types of things. We have a little ecosystem of Instagram pages that you also can find from following us. And yeah, man, we're gonna work on the website as well. We're also looking for more staff members. So if you got any guys out there who's trying to look to join a project that's growing, has a dope community, a pretty big community too now with over 100 members. We're trying to get a website made. If I could get some help on some of those things, I would definitely love take a step up in the league and maybe help me with some front office stuff and help me, maintain a website and some of the league page things. Be sure to let me know, man, because we're definitely looking for some more help as a staff. But, for the most part, we're going to keep it going at the pace we can until we get the staff we can. Even though we don't have that much of a staff, we still do a lot, and we still work at a very, very good pace. So, yeah, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in. For the other side, we have Kennard Roden, 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 10 of 22 from the field, 2 of 7 from the three-point line, 8 of 9 from the penny counter, and Kennard Roden did all he could. This was a terrific game from Kennard Roden. He's played tremendous like this all season long. However, I just think Hapoel Tel Aviv just wanted it more. I honestly just think that Hapoel Tel Aviv wanted it more. Like, I'm just going to be real. I think they really, really just wanted it more. I don't think that this was a game that Milano lost. It was just a game that Hapoel Tel Aviv really came out and won, if that makes sense. So, yeah, Patrick Vince, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 7 for 15 for party time, 6 of 11 from the three-point line, 2 of 4 from the penny counter, and the penny counter made the difference. They left some free throws on the mark. When we get into the team comparison, we'll get into that deeper. But as you can see, they left some pennies off the mark, and they only lost by 3. So this is why you got to count your pennies, because I'm pretty sure they missed more than 3 free throws, and they only lost by 2 points. So, HTA came into this game on a mission, and you just can't knock that. DJ Watts Jr., 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks, 7 of 11, 2 for 2 from the penny counter. I'm just going to say this right now. If Olympia Milano doesn't start running a little more of their offense through DJ Watts, they're going to lose. Even if they don't lose this series, they're going to lose some more games in the postseason. You have to go to DJ Watts a little more, man. He should be taking more than 11 shots, especially if he's 7 for 11. With his skill set, he should just be taking a lot more shots, man. Like, I'm just being real. He should be taking a lot more shots. Ryan Carney, 10 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 for 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. He had another decent game for Milano. He always plays pretty well for Milano. Played good for them off the bench all year. Started off kind of slow, but was able to even out the game, and you gotta love it. Him and Dean is always the two guys that play really well, off the bench. Tyon with 9 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. Decent game for Tyon, but Wendell Fields just outplayed him. Tyon played good. I don't think that he did too much, but I don't think he did enough. He didn't do too much, but he didn't do enough. And then on the other end, Wendell Fields, how much did Wendell Fields have? Wendell Fields had 18. So, yeah, matchup just outplayed him, and he just didn't do enough in this matchup. Who knows, who knows? Maybe he could turn it around in the next one, but just not enough in this effort. Brad James, another great effort off the bench for Milano, 5 points, consistent with that effort. So, gotta love him for that one. Let me get these extra statistics for my stat guys, and we should be good. We should be good. Let me get these extra statistics. Let me get these highlights for the user guys, and we should be good. We're going to go over the team stats live, and then we're not going to have the double header. We're going to do that tomorrow, but I will get in the Discord VC with you guys after this game to talk about this game, man. So definitely catch me in the Discord VC after this stream, because boy, do we got a lot to talk about. This was a crazy game. It was a lot of things to watch in this game, and it's just such a developing story going on. So it's gonna be fun to chat up with you guys about what we saw today. The little things. PV hitting some deep threes, guarding Giddy pretty well, but Giddy still ultimately had the night that he needed for his team to win. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Tyon being classless in the live chat, not showing his teammates no love. I'm telling you, we got a lot of different personalities here in the SBA. And if you want to be a part of this, man, and be a part of the community, be sure to drop a comment and subscribe, man. Just let us know you want to be a part of it, and we're going to get you in. I got you. I got you for sure, man. But appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. After we get over this team stats, like I said, we're gonna get in the block VC chat, and we're gonna chop it up, because boy, was this a fun matchup to watch. I guess we could show Tyon his highlights too, even though he didn't really do much. Now let me stop, man. I see they already giving Tyon some crap in the chat. I'm not gonna add to it, but I will be talking my talk in the VC in a few. So make sure you guys are there for that one. As we get to the team stats, 97-95, of course, was the score. Olympia Milano fared better from the field, 43%, opposed to the 42% for Hapoel Tel Aviv. Hapoel Tel Aviv shot better from the three-point line, 48% to the 37% from Milano. Then at the free throw line, 85% for Tel Aviv, 78% for Milano. I told you guys the penny counter will be the difference, and the penny counter was the difference. If they knock down those 4 free throws, they win this game. If they just knock down 3, they win this game. 10 fast break points for Milano, 6 for Tel Aviv, 22 points in the paint for Tel Aviv, 42 for Milano. Split dead down the middle at 8 for second chance points. However, bench points 22-18 in favor of Tel Aviv. Assists 19-15 in favor of Milano. Offensive rebounds also went to Milano, 12-9. Defensive rebounds went to Milano, 40-38. And Hapoel Tel Aviv was beating them in the rebounding category in the first half. However, Milano definitely turned it around in the second half. Too bad it was in a losing effort. Milano also had more steals and blocks, so Milano was able to turn it around and really make things happen in the second half. However, it was literally that first half, I think, that just, buried them. Yeah, as you can see in the second half stats, Milano beat Tel Aviv in the second half, but it just wasn't enough, man. It just really, really, really wasn't enough. So, good effort, good work, but Hapoel Tel Aviv comes away victorious in this one. And GG's to my guys. GG's to my guys. See you guys in the block. See you guys in the block VC in a few. It's been real. It's your boy Kamish Moolah. Before we get out of here, let me get a hashtag our league. Let me get a hashtag our league before my guys dip up out of here.